Hello YouTube, we are back. Let's see what we got going on today. We just got done recording something else, so we've been recording all day practically. Right on. Oh, this is still in existence. But we need to get the Notland for that. What are our dailies? Missions. All of these are ones I've done before, none of them are the ones I need.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Nope. Let's go. We're gonna do the commissions and then we'll do the next act. The Archon act, so you don't want to know a story. Tune out for these. Traveler, please wait. Senga would like your help. Making progress with the case? She didn't tell me. She just said that she still needed to make some preparations. Just told me to wait for you and ask if you would perform a search in the wilds together with me. What does she intend to accomplish? Why didn't she come along? It's her habit, really. She said that she is good at thinking, but less so at doing. A while ago, a novelist came to interview her, wanting to turn her story into a novel. He even referred to Senga as an armchair detective. She seems to have taken a liking to this nickname, and has been thinking of buying an armchair since. But because of funding issues, we can't really get an armchair yet. Well, on that note, let's talk business. According to Sango, the patrol in the city has indeed been reinforced ever since Amano and Andu reported that incident. But strangely enough, the merchants in the city are still becoming victims of theft, and the perpetrator's intention is very clear. They aren't interested in anything else other than some targeted items. Here's the situation. Senga believes that the probability of treasure hoarders sneaking into town to perform these crimes is very low. The suspect, or suspects, have a clear objective. It's very likely that there has been a mole inside the city this whole time, passing off information to people outside the city. Doesn't that mean the Doitian actions are futile? Not at all. It's exactly what we want, because our culprit seems to have realized that he is not the target of them yet. He will continue committing crimes. The more crimes he commits, the easier it is for him to give himself away, and the greater chance for Sengo to figure out who he really is. Therefore, we still need to keep putting on a show. Okay, I do have. That our thief will let his guard down. So that our thief will let his guard down. Traveler, that's why I am here asking you to come with me and look for some trouble with those treasure hoarders in the wilderness. Of course, there will be payment. Also, when this case is over, there will be an additional gift for you. Did Sengo ask you to say this stuff too? You sense that? You have quite a sharp intuition. It was indeed Sengo who told me to presage you with these words. But please believe me when I say that I am not lying. I am certainly carrying your payment with me, at least. Therefore, please help us out, traveler. What exactly do you need me to do? It's easy, we just need to mess with those treasure hoarders in the wilderness. The bigger the farce? Farce? Not farce, but the better. Senga has already marked the locations of some treasure hoarder camps. I have also marked them on the map for you. Alright, we will rendezvous at this place afterwards. Let's get a move on. Lot away. Oh, must be pick up in or circle. Must be pick up in Withering Waves or Zenless or something, because
The show begins!
I keep doing it.
Hey!
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
These people are quick to flee. They probably went back to report about us. In this case, our objective has been accomplished. Thank you for your hard work, traveler. Please take these. I will also return and report to Sango about this. I wonder if she's figured something out yet. Hello.
How's this?
Ah! Everyone hold hands!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
And Azuma shines eternal. Give me your items, punk.
How brilliant!
Okay, let's see. What is the next one? Totally. And I'll totally hit the right button eventually. What are you doing on the Sakura 3? I don't remember. I know I'm not maxed yet. Did I hit this one too? Damn it, I didn't.
There is no escape!
Protection of the Electro Argon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
I protect you.
Illusion shattered!
So, I'm gonna say right now, again, spoilers for anything prior to what we're doing now, so don't want spoilers, don't listen. But yeah, Raiden is the Electro Archon,
There is
so
no
she was
escape.
just praying to me, pretty much. Although, this is a pretty early one, so it's not nearly as spoiler as some of the other ones that I could say. 43, okay. I'll get there. Probably hunt chests or something. I'm pretty sure the chest gives us this stuff too. Anyway, let's do the commission. I just like to grab these. These things, when you collect them, it takes 2 to 3 real life days before they come back. Something like that. It's been a while.
Talk to the Electro Argon.
So, always good to keep them because you never know when you might need them again. And they're the thing, they're like the flowers that I collect in Withering Waves. They are limited Well, not limited, they're infinite because they respawn, but you can only get, I think, for one type of thing, you can only get like 30 to 50 of every 3 days, and that's if you get every single one in the entire map. And I mean, do you see this map? Like, look at this map. It's huge. I really have not done nearly as much as I should in Samara, despite the fact that Samara's before Fontaine. I've done like way more in Fontaine. This little area right here released after Fontaine, connected the two. So that's why this one's lower. I haven't really spent much time in this area either. Anyway.
The thunder falls silent.
10 out of 10.
May I present?
I am so good at this. Jesus Christ. That had to be the worst I've ever done. Can I even get up? Oh, I can. I just stand here. Get the stamina back up.
How brilliant!
See how fast she heals, though? It's all passive. I don't actually have to have her on. How high up is it? Oh, it's not. I'm literally on the right. I was like, it was not that high.
May I present? As long as I have this little electro thing near me, which gets stronger by leveling up that tree that I went to, I can zip to those things that you see. If I don't have the little item near me, I can't do that. I also don't have a claymore. So to break these, you can only break well, you can break these with others, but you see how like, little it's doing. Look how fast it did it. How fast you broke this with the claymore. Like 3 hits versus I didn't even take off like 10%. Our bond is strong.
Dilute so low on health. Heal. What was I doing with Dilute last time? See, she uses her health to do this, but every tick of that it heals. And it carries over to other people, so Shinobu's my healer on this team. Plus, this causes electro reactions with other elements. This is my main character. She's my strongest by far. I'll say on this team since I haven't recorded on this team. Or actually, wait though. I need to get the trust. Because I think... Do they give... I don't remember. I think they do. I think that's trust. Yeah, that's trust. So I do have to do these. They're max, so I wouldn't get anything. Never mind. We will get to this team though. This team has kind of been like put on a shelf just because it's the best that I have. Also, let me get rid of. Who did I have on? I think I had Chi-Chi on here.
I'm here.
Yeah, I think this was the people I had set up before. Oh yeah, you can't change characters while gliding. That's something I forgot. Time trial. Okay. This is the Electro dude. I might have to take. I don't remember how well I take on that guy. If it's this one.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh no, it's these guys. Okay.
Hey!
Is it the only one? Oh, it is.
My blade.
Think you can get away? Shine down! There is no escape!
Yes, let's go here.
Torn to oblivion!
Cut down. Like this.
Interesting. God damn it.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Oh, it's the,
I stand before it, alone and
items again.
unchanging.
It's the same one too. Which means one item's right here, the other item's right there. Are you gonna see me again? I'll climb.
The show begins!
And we make her escape across water. Can't see me. See? No fighting. The coloring is like so different on the capture card to what like a computer screen versus my TV screen. Don't know why. How long do we have? 32. I mean, I guess if I end up starting to do this and I get to 40, it would still be potentially good to get this. We'll see. Like potentially if I push on this battle pass too, I could get there as well. this week would kind of probably be a wash. I haven't been playing.
Ad Astra
Have
Abyssosk.
returned.
Welcome.
No, none of my dispatches have returned, so they won't have the free
Ad
money.
Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing today. Interested in hearing about me? I suppose there's no helping that. After all, I was once the biggest celebrity of all Fontaine. Every day, countless journalists would come flocking around me, trying to get the inside scoop on my personal life. So I have loads of experience rejecting them. Of course, I don't intend to use this experience on you. With the right delicacies, I might be willing to exchange some of my secrets.
She has such an actual sad story.
Why do we make the same mistakes?
Do we have enough? No. Don't have enough for another 10. Not yet. Okay, so... Let's... Gold keys. Go to Samaro. Oh, this will be hopefully our entrance into not line after this quest. Can't do it that way, but I don't want to. What I figure I'll do is videos will be sectioned off as acts and stuff, so even if we're like mid-story, if the act changes, I might end. It depends on how long they are. Because some of these can go on a long time. New content.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before. But sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
Flattery will get you everywhere with Paimon, but I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Bedtime story. This released a while ago, before Notland.
Yep.
I just haven't done it yet. I believe this is like considered the in-between. And like, if this is the kind of quest I think it is, based on like the trailer that it released when it happened. I was saving these for like stream, but I decided, since I have so many gacha games already on my channel, why not do this here?
How brilliant!
Plus, I can stream other games. And the beauty of this is I don't have to, like, worry. I can just... Hey, puppy! I can just do it. And record it. Cabbage! Shit, I forgot what you're called. What the fuck are you called?
Illusion shattered!
Billy Churl. Billy Churl, that's what you're called. Word. As long as I have the... Oh, hello.
How dare you! The show begins!
You gonna run in water and die too, like your friend? Thank you for the raw meat, though.
May I present?
No, it doesn't look like you have anything interesting. Why don't you cross the water? You scared?
The show begins!
I'm not running. Do I fall? I don't remember. Oh, I don't. I don't fall in the water even if I'm not running. I thought I had to run. Interesting.
How brilliant!
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
I thought she'd just sprint across water. Some mirror roads. I was gonna say, I don't think I can carry our mint seed.
Hello there. Are you looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
So those 3 questions are a no-go then? Is there anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Talk to Amadia?
Here we go.
There would be a route for this. Or a bridge, I guess is technically what it is. Oop.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadia. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, He was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities, but he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Well, I know this is like the Dane's Lift quest, I'm pretty sure, but
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
my first thought is, like the Wonder. Like, we know he's not here, he's not from here. I wonder if it's something like that, though. There's probably more to this case than meets the eye. A lot of things are not adding up.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I'd say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Because nobody remembers the Greater Lord but me.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Obviously, I'm going to be referencing prior stories, so some things are not going to make some sense, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But, again, any kind of questions I will answer over best I can. But, obviously, I'm not going to restart an account on Genshin just to replay the story. So, only the future stuff is shown.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
I'm sure we'll track him down.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Please, do. If it's relevant, show us. Go to the place indicated by Atosa.
Is so much more interesting.
Somewhere over there. Beat all the crocodile. Thank you.
The show begins!
Over there. All their mouths are wide open. If they fight it out here, they might hurt some innocent passerby.
There is no escape.
Instead, I'm gonna kick their ass. Okay. Was that like random things that pop up you can do?
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I think I get what you mean. That's what family is for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that. A family member that I could talk to no matter what. But now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk
There's a
to him.
chest over there.
He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that. You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It's always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing person case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Dot dot dot. There's a chest up there too.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
May I present?
I see everything.
Let my name echo in song!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Oh, more of you. Okay, this is not a fun thing.
Everyone hold hands.
The show begins!
Shine down! There is no escape!
Time for takeoff.
Transcend all constraints.
May I present?
Sharing my knowledge. I see everything.
Hey!
The mortal plane. A fleeting dream.
I've been watching very carefully.
How brilliant!
This might hurt a little.
Yahoo! Let the world come alive!
Problem is, if I spawn, it's a very high chance I'll get married. Oh,
The show begins!
3, 2. Get my health back up.
How brilliant!
Illusion shattered! Shine down! There is no escape! Shine down!
There's a steely here too. Fuck, man. There's a bunch of random shit I have to
There
do
is
here.
no escape!
May I present?
Hey,
Torn to oblivion!
Talk to her. Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
it was no trouble.
Not at all. We got this. Question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
There's Abyss Order, there's Dainsleif.
Ah, it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Mhm.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on their tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers, and after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Return to the Primera village to gather intel based on what... I can never read those, so...
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary.
Say
I'm
that again?
loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Conria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedderfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Nice. Somehow everything is connected. I was gonna say, I recognize some of those names, but I couldn't remember what. Albedo. And Skirk's master. Okay. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in the ruins in Fontaine, the ones that outline Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vitavenir's doing as well. I'm not sure if I said that, because we'll do. Vitafolnir doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then my sibling came into contact with your brother?
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to talk about all of this, but thank you for telling me. It also only took us... Well, took a year for you to tell me, but like 4 years to tell us. So, to my understanding, because I also don't remember exactly where they were all placed. But now with Dane's Lift, they always put his chapter in between regions and nations that you head to. So it can take months before you continue his story. So this story is a long time coming. Like, to have more information. And you only get it at the end of a new nation, pretty much, so. Yeah. So this is probably one of the longer-ish running stories, because like each nation is their own story kind of thing usually, with like a woven in like arcing story, because the whole story is that the traveler is looking for his sibling, and because you got separated when you like came to this world, because it's kind of how we just kind of drop in. We don't know like where or what is going on, and fully. And Conria, we have like some connections to Conria, so, and that is a nation that's been destroyed like many years ago. So like there's that overarching story, but once you get into a nation, you usually like have to protect that nation, and so like there's usually multiple stories going on. But this is probably one of the longer running because it's at the end of every nation, so.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
And people are still waiting for Dane's Lift to be like an actual character. He's not playable.
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
That was from the first one, Mondstadt, I'm pretty sure. It's right by the Valen tower, I believe.
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow. So tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
I didn't sleep well either. My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
I find a lot of times the two options in like main story at least are said together. There isn't like a choice. It's just like a run-on sentence kind of thing.
The show begins!
This is such a great place for a vacation. Let me
Fuck the
just
date,
take a
but-
few more days off.
Up there.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Huh?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if the memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? We go straight there and someone's on our tail. Are we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted the memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Let's go. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
So I can go find Rana.
Go to the place where the field tiller's eye is hidden.
I want to go traveling too!
You're not traveling with us, though. We do too much dangerous shit. Might take on the Abyss Order. Give me a bird egg. Okay, so I have to do this just because. Where's the material one? Is this it? Yeah. I have to do this just in the sense of staying true to wait, is the ingredients in here or is this? No. Okay, so it is here somewhere. Or should be anyway. A 1,000 raw meat. 293 bird eggs in my pocket. I just figured we had to go true to like our Withering Wave roots and make sure we have a lot of bird eggs in our pocket here too. This was the first bird egg collector. How far away is that? 700. I'm gonna keep hitting that for some reason. Damn, where is this? Almost in the chasm. Bro, you put the eye right by the chasm? Oh, hi.
Illusion shattered.
May I present?
You gonna blow up? That's stamina, so I'm just gonna fall. Oh, it is up though, so might as well wait. Oh, I didn't really have to crawl that part. It's supposed to be, yeah. It's supposed to be iron if it breaks so easily.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What was Dane going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
Place of Revelations. Level 90. Fire and electric is recommended elements. Let's use our main team for this, since they're recommending those elements. I wonder if this is going to be mostly story, puzzle, or what? Or combat? Or both? Door of Resurrection activated. Does she have a fucking bell on? Are those bells? How have I never fucking noticed that? I guess I've never played Genshin with a headset on.
Stand with me!
You get out of the fucking way.
Take flight! Our bond is strong!
I didn't mean to use that.
swirl!
Looking for a fight? Dissipate! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Take flight!
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Yeah! Ta!
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
So these are a lot. I have never noticed her bells. For fuck's sake, how have I never noticed that? Like, I must have my headset on a lot louder than I normally did when I played. Holy shit. So noticeable. You always know when she's around. Fucking jingle jingle. Give me. Open door or anything else? Don't look like it. Open. Usually there's not a ton of things to deal with in here. In like these dungeons, but and by that I mean like secrets. If you see it, it's likely you need to do it. There are some exceptions though. Come on, wake up.
The depth's back.
My apologies. Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Stay frozen, bitch. So these two, Kamisato, Ayora, and Ayaka, they are siblings. And they're Hydro and Cryo.
Our bond is strong.
Together, they can freeze shit together. There's elemental reactions in this game that matter a lot.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay, how does this work? Gotcha.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
That was a very, very simple puzzle. Is this the place from the trailer? I think it might be. I have seen the trailer for this mission when they released it. And I think this is the place. Well, one of the places they showed.
Looks like we can't go any further.
I've not seen anything for Not though, besides like what I watched from what I showed in the last video.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Nothing new.
Stand with me! Lightning, terrified!
Verdict is...
Our bond is strong!
Time for retribution!
Let's go. Double them.
Dissipate!
Burn!
Stand with me!
That's why they want to fire. You can get through this fucker's shield.
Our bond is strong!
Winter is nigh.
Winter's coming, oh no!
Verdict is...
Fuck your shield.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. Dane does have a point. Something still feels off. What am I missing?
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
The sibling! That's why he sent me away.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
They baited everybody with that one.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Yeah, so that trailer showed that, but they didn't have dialogue.
Dissipate.
It made it look like Dainsleif was attacking us, or us attacking him, one or the other. You know, made it look like we were at ends.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Wait, I hear something.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
You heard it too, Pieman?
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way?
Oh, also, to elaborate on something else, the Hilichurl enemies that we fight for like 3 nations before we find out, they are former Conria people during the Cataclysm. They got turned into that, or whatever. I forget exactly how it's done. It's been a while, but... So all these times we've been fighting an enemy, they're just suffering people, pretty much. They don't remember who they are, they don't know anything, really. Which makes fighting them so much more sad.
Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Yoink! Thanks for your apples. That way.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
That voice again. You got anything for me?
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
I'm gonna go steal their food.
In the end, he whispered softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vamara Village before it's too late.
Okay. As long as I have stamina, I can ice over water with Ayaka. That's why I say I'm very interested in the new character, just because going over water is always, you know,
It's much better
pretty
here.
cool.
No more running around for some
And very useful in a team.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
Where's the toast?
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
You should ask the Tosa first. She seemed to have the most memories. Nope. Haram first, apparently. Oh, you can't hear the bells when you run like this. Only when you're walking. Maybe that's why I've never noticed it. Probably not, but I know I've walked a lot now. Oh, talking to the wrong person. May Lesser Lord Kusanali bless you. You are... You too. Thank you. Bye. Talking to the wrong person. My bad. Lesser Lord Kusanali is Nihida. The like young looking girl on my other team. The one that puts the dendro on him.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But Why'd you say he's gone missing?
Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley line, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? Oh god, one of these. I'm always so terrible with these. People have forgotten about the missing person.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
We've returned to a point before the disappearance could take place.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We are presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Yeah, usually those you have to like hook memories to each other to get the conclusion. It's not just like pick one. If we really are in someone's memories, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others would be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Interpret scenes from false memories will not change.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Time does not pass within false memories.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
False memories are easily forgotten.
There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. No. Based on what we know so far, there isn't any evidence to support that conclusion.
Well, we know for a fact that it does.
No wonder!
Time.
All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
You consider this in conjunction with what we already know, and the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer.
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours,
And they're by the
the
fucking
sun
tree.
would still be at the same position in the sky.
Not too left with them.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Also, before anything else, oh, you won't let me see the map, motherfucker. I just wanted to go to the map and mark that location, because we know there's stuff there, but I'm gonna fucking forget where it is. You teleported me away. I never got to use the Sealy and all that.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You're... Factoring in memories, the disorder, the loom fate, and everything else, I need to think the one person that can connect all of this together.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate. Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
The true identity of the missing person is... I actually don't remember enough of all the characters.
No, that doesn't seem
I
right.
know, was it? I want to see... Do they always just say no? Maybe.
You're Kari Bear Alberich.
Did we ever meet this guy? I don't remember.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me
it
from
was him
back
this
then.
time.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Say what? Say that again. Was I supposed to read that? I thought I was still loading. A second, I put my controller down. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carabert as I can. What exactly happened to you? What exactly is the Loom of Fate?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Nope. Carabert is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memory.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was your source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Karabet through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went as far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Virima Village. But why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Virima Village?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
Dot.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight's sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? Loom of Fate is already complete. That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Did something have happened today?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But they never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dana false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
When Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. Not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
So the thing that caused the hilichurls to come down back then was Carabert's story. That was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Perhaps. I think it was very, very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, That trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes? Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
Fair.
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Dot dot dot.
Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
It's breaking up, so we're going back.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
I wonder if I remember it, because I've remembered almost like everything else that got wiped.
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
He never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now. He never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Bear Bear and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person only existed in people's memories, was Care Bear all alone. And now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villager.
Well, what happened after that?
After that... Huh? I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? Not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
That's the first time I've had a memory wipe.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That's how Care Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time. That is a unique name.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Care Bear is gone, and the Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Am I out of the world again? Yes. Pin.
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future? Right? Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Curry Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Curry Bear?
Right. What was it that happened? I can't remember. Oh, feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Bedtime story complete. Nutland! We won't be doing that. Not in this video, anyway. We have some things to do. Wait, what do we have in the mail? Oh, survey thing. What achievements? Investigate someone who only exists in memories. Without your knowledge, Dana cross swords with your sibling. Into the consciousness. Bedtime story. Is that it? Yep. All related to bedtime story. Now, completed that, so we'll get another one of these polls. Yep, and now we're moving on to the next one. Okay, so unbegun, unending story is a new thing. There's story quests to complete and hangouts. Okay. So the next thing we'll do. Oh. I never finished that one? Fair enough, I guess. So yeah, the Daneless one bridged the gap between Fontaine and Notland. We won't do Notland until the next one, at least. We have enough. Oh no, we need not 960 for that. We don't have stuff there because we've already gotten all of this. Yeah. Okay. Is there any more character outfits? What is this? I don't think this outfit. Oh, Nailu. Nailu? Huh. I've not seen hers before. Last outfits that existed. I'm not sure if hers existed. Last outfits I remember releasing when I played with it were Senghia and Ganyu. But these are all premium currency, the top up stuff. You need 100 something.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
So now we've seen you.
How greedy of me.
Where are you gonna go? Chest up there that's blocked. Are you leading for the chest? Are you gonna open up? Oh no, I see a bunch of stuff up there. Oh my god. So much random shit here.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
The actual fuck. Oh, this is a... Ooh, this is a nasty zone.
Whirling snow!
I know we need to get it. Yeah, there's a core fucker here.
Yeah. 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 Ha. Ha.
Let's get rid of this core.
Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah. So rude. No. Take flight! Sakura swirl!
Be still.
Yeah! Ha! 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 My apologies!
Destroy the tumor of the wither.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Okay, back up. How do we get that fucker to stop? I don't remember. Is it a fire or electricity? We'll find out, I guess. I think it's electricity.
Our bond is strong!
Maybe. No, maybe. Oh! Did. Okay, so it is electricity. It has to be over here.
Stand with me!
Oh, up. Okay, that's all I needed to do.
Better than nothing.
Could save that one done. And clear the enemies up here.
Our bond is strong!
And the big ones.
Take flight!
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu!
Yeah! Ta! 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 My opponent, dissipate! Yeah! Ha! Ha! Ta! Yeah! Ta! Yeah! Ha!
I don't remember how we do these. Is it Dendro? Might be Dendro. Yes, it's Dendro.
Right.
Stay here. Hi, buddy.
Shine down! Huh.
Find anything you like?
Okay. The chest over here, too.
I see everything!
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
That sucks, huh?
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song!
Shine down!
Ah!
Illusion shattered!
What the fuck? Oh. It's you. Hi, buddy.
Committed to memory.
How brilliant!
Shine down!
Have you heard the Ballad of the Treasure Chest?
Boom. Did I open the chest? Bro, my memory is out of sight, out of mind. These are dendro, aren't they? Or is it water? I can't even remember.
The show begins! Ah!
Dendro. Where does this go? Anywhere interesting? Oh, is this how we were supposed to get this originally? I went elsewhere to get it. Oh, we're over here. I need to remember this place. Yep, I remember this place. None of you will, but I remember it. Guessing the unbegun one is the imaginary theater. Or imaginary theater or whatever.
Everyone hold hands.
Rural life is so idyllic.
This is such a great
Living in
place for a
Chingsa
vacation.
village would probably feel the same.
They just take a few more days.
Jinxa? I don't think I've ever known how to pronounce that. Thank you, sir, for not allowing me, but me doing it anyway, reading your memory.
I see everything.
I want to be a grown-up soon.
You can totally just snoop on people's minds. Let me up.
Everyone hold it.
The Queen and the Priestess are both really awesome. They must have felt very lonely when they were separated.
It's not like she's ever coming back, right? I'm gonna become Captain Chaos in the future.
Is that stuff always voiced? I don't remember if her memories were always voiced. I feel like some of them aren't. Anyway, we have finished this
This is such a great place for a vacation.
act, so...
Just take a few.
By the way, this is Lesser Lord Kusanali. She's the Sumero's Archon. Well, as we did before,
How brilliant!
this was a fun time, and it's good to be back in Genshin. So, however, we're gonna end it here. The bedtime story is over. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.